Hello and welcome. Welcome. This reading is all about the full moon coming this Wednesday, the 11th, of course, depending on where you are in the world. East Coast time, United States, it's on this Wednesday, and it is in Sagittarius. So what we can expect is adventure energy, truth energy, and optimism energy. And all those sound really good to me. All those sound really, really good. So I've got my Moon Oracle deck. I just want to pull a couple of cards to give us a theme for optimism, adventure, that kind of stuff, honesty, truth. Yes. Big deep breath with these energies. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Okay. We have attraction. I'm going to pull one more. And we have action. Wow. Okay. So what we know about a full moon in general is it's about culmination. It's about things coming together. We have attraction, what you've been manifesting, everything you've been working on and going into action. I love this. So these are our themes for the day for this full moon, and I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail about these two. Okay, these are all pre-shuffled, but I just want to give them another little spin here, get a nice mix for us. Okay, let me spread these in a traditional Celtic cross spread. I'm going to look at the recent past, present, future, external factors, all that good stuff. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. This is about coming together. It's about celebration. So whatever you've been working to manifest, please make sure that you celebrate all your hard work. So many times when we manifest something, we just move on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. This is a card saying, yep, take that pause though. Celebrate the full moon energies, celebrate your accomplishments, make sure you have a really good time. Love that. And I'm going to shuffle my clarifying deck here because as we go through all these cards telling our story here for the full moon, questions always arise. I always got to get a little bit more clarity from the guides. One more time. Great. These cards, they want to jump. So what jumped out? Let me just look at this. Wow, Hermit and Devil. As you progress into summer, you move through summer. Maybe you're coming out of some isolation. Maybe you have different perspectives, temperance, patience. It's so funny because this is not the temperance card, but it has a lot of temperance kind of energy. So that tells me that whether it be new insights that are kind of making you take a step back before you move forward, and that is the antidote to any sabotaging, whether it's, a little self-sabotage, being triggered into an old pattern, or whether it's somebody else, maybe a plan goes awry, they don't do what they say they were going to do, whenever that is wisdom is in play. And this feels hard won. Again, you did the work on this. This is a past energy. It feels like May, quite frankly. Okay, talkie cards today. What do we have in the recent past? We have the Ten of Cups. And this relates directly to whatever vision you set for yourself in the new moon, whatever you wanted to release, whatever past you wanted to shed, whether it's just in inside yourself or if it's dropping people, dropping a job, dropping a whatever, you did that. Really, really good job. And to clarify, holy cow, this is going to be a hot reading. To clarify, we have a tower. So, whatever you let go of successfully, again, maybe a little rug pulled out happened sometime in May, something that made you really dig a little bit deeper, go into hermit mode a little bit, achieving a higher perspective for yourself. You did that. Again, you earned it. You did the work. Holy cow. Okay. What's going on in present time? In present time. I love this card, Sagittarius full moon. We have the Knight of Wands. Again, creativity, optimism. This is a fast moving night. It's going to move fast. Whatever you went through with the new moon in May, and as things culminate and continue to adjust and move forward, you are moving fast. Fast. As I clarify this card, wow, it is clarified by the King of Wands, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. You have a lot, whatever May was about, you really empowered yourself and you have everything you need, all the resources you need to create the life you really want. This is a big full moon energy. What's our cross card? Crossing at the very heart of the spread, we have the Two of Cups. And so what this says, this is a crossroads card. So however you progress in relationships, specifically a newer relationship, a newer connection, just cross the T's, dot the I's, be careful. Like I said, this is very fast with this Knight of Wands. It's very fast moving energy. And we just want to make sure that you hold on to that wisdom, that you hold on to that discernment to make sure you don't slip back into an old pattern, or that you ignore red flags. We're just going to pay extra attention. That doesn't mean that the new person or partnership is a red flag or don't do it. It doesn't mean that. It just means don't lose yourself in it, because that would be succumbing to some of that old pattern energy that I'm picking up on. Wow. Wow, wow. Okay. So what's coming in? Oh, I'm loving the spread. What's coming in here is the King of Swords. So I just went on and on. Oh, discernment, please pay attention to that hermit mode wisdom you earned. What's coming in is incredible clarity. Wherever you've been in May, whatever that looked like for you, your intuition also became more finely tuned. You release the past, you release old patterns, toxic energy, whatever it may be. You move into, you create space for higher intuitive ability. That's this coming in. It's that beautiful clarity that is it feels whole, meaning it still has some compassion and some empathy, but it leads with clarity and truth forward. And again, truth is also very one of the key components of Sagittarius. I'm going to clarify for fun. Four of Cups. Um, this beautiful, I'm sorry, I said king. I meant queen. No wonder I'm like, the energy is discerning, though. It's compassionate. King of Swords is not compassionate necessarily. She is. Forgive me for that little snafu, right? That little typo, so to speak. Queen. I was reading the Queen energies. Queen. We have this beautiful Four of Cups energy. Now, the reason I say beautiful is because whenever you were stuck in, maybe you feel like May was the longest month of your life, or first quarter of the year has been the longest time ever. Unstuck. This is unstuck energy. And again, with this beautiful wands, moving fast. Queen of Swords. Unstuck energy. I love this. What's at the root? The world. What we know about full moon is it is the completion of a cycle, right? The new moon is the beginning, the full moon is the closing out of old cycles. You heard me say a couple of times, you did the work, you earned this, you did the work. You did do the work on ending old cycles, reward. And my guess is whatever wisdom has come through for you, you're like, yep, I'm different. I see it different. I see my life moving forward in a way I've always wanted. I see forward progress and I'm different. I make decisions differently. I communicate differently, whatever that is for you. I love this. And it's funny. It's like this beautiful world card does not need clarification, right? It stands on its own. Okay. Wow, where are we going? Where are we going here? Hanged man. We're going into an even deeper enlightenment, an even deeper shift in perspective. It began with the hermit, with that change in the wisdom, allowing you to act a little bit differently, behave a little bit differently, right? Action. The more differently you behave, right? The different decisions you make, etc., the more wisdom and enlightenment comes into play. And it's funny because sometimes this hanged man is, it can feel like a stuck energy or a stall. I'm not picking up on that. Five of Wands. So this isn't stuck. This isn't stalled out. So if it feels like, gosh, I have all this flow, then all of a sudden, I'm not moving forward. I had such a great start, a great momentum, and now it's not moving forward. What is going on? That's this energy. And spirit is like, no, um, there perhaps is a slowdown to make sure you have time to metabolize, to embody this new intuition, this new clarity. You have time to fully listen to what your Queen of Wands, right? The energy of the Queen of Wands, which is super intelligent, takes no guff off anybody, empowered queen, wise queen, right? I need to kind of slow it down just a little bit because Knight of Wands is fast. And it's like, you know what? We want to move fast, especially when we've been in a place that doesn't feel good. We're going to need to take our time, be very discerning, and do what you can to manage what's going on in the brain about that. I don't like it. I want it faster, or something went wrong. No, please. It didn't. It didn't. It's just your own higher self is saying, slow it down to make sure we do have all the time we need to cross those T's and dot those I's. All right. So what's going on internally is Six of Swords. I'm leaving those choppy waters, those turbulent times. And when I say turbulent times, I mean turbulent emotions, turbulent thoughts, and also turbulent observations. You know, you look around the world, whether it's a big look or just in your immediate vicinity, and we've all experienced, witnessed turbulent uh, thoughts, behaviors, actions, and so on. And this is about no, I'm leaving all that behind. I don't need this anymore. Again, that the ability to leave it behind, this is internal, right? The ability to leave all that behind is because you have taken that time to properly metabolize your next highest phase of ascension, your intuitive sense. You've slowed it down to gain the wisdom. This isn't about a physical move. This is about you elevating up into a higher timeline, a higher frequency of being. Congratulations, because we don't move into a higher frequency of alignment, timeline, being unless we earn it, right? We got to do the work. And I keep hearing this in the reading. You have done your work. As I pull a clarifier on this, I get the strength card. Yes, you stayed strong. You stayed true. You stayed the course. And congratulations, right? You earned this. Whatever beautiful blessings, right? Whatever you've attracted, whatever you're going into action about, it's because you stayed true to your heart, to what you knew, and you did the work. As I'm looking at this, I go, yeah, I think you did the work. Oh, oh, okay. What's going on externally? Empress energy, divine feminine, of abundance, of fertility, meaning I super creative energy, right? Beautiful, beautiful energy, and nurturance. Now, when I look at this, this is about this does have to do with partnerships, you know, and because this was in the crossing energy, and I said, hey, what you might consider is just going slow with new people, following your own intuition. Whoever you are attracting in is balanced in their divine feminine energy. And so you're going to feel safer around them, like safer to be vulnerable, to express what's true, to really just open your heart and connect, whether this be a romantic partner, a new friendship, in business, regardless, it is a fertile time. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. And I want to clarify that as well. We have the Two of Swords. Now, the energy I'm reading on this card is a couple of things. One of the things about the Two of Swords is in order to navigate through this energy, it is intuition. She's got a blindfold on. So it's what's in your heart, it's what's in your gut, it's following that intuition in an enlightened way, right, of a higher order. And again, with the two is crossroad energy. So, however you move forward, all this full moon energy, please pay extra attention to what's new. Higher decisions are going to be new, not repeating what used to be. Even if it is the same idea or the same person, it's going to come in a little bit differently, and that's the higher path for you. Okay, hopes and fears. Gosh, I am loving this full moon energy. Ah, new opportunity. The fear is it's not real. The fear is it's not true. The fear is the rug is going to get pulled out from under you, or somehow maybe, I'm going to mess it up, or the person I'm working with is going to disappoint me in some way. Oh, I understand. Please do what you can to stay in the hope of this card. Again, you're different. You did all that work. This is a different time. The full moon energy is beaming to us creativity, optimism, adventure, meaning I'm going to dare to try again. I'm going to dare to do it differently. I'm going to clarify this with the chariot. This is a very intuitive card. This is a very fast card, right? We got the two fastest cards in the deck right now. And intuitive card, fast card, card of victory, card of victory. So the message on this as well is do what you can to pay attention to what's going on in your mind, to those internal fights or struggles. I'm afraid, I'm afraid. Is this okay? I don't know. I've been down here before. Yes, yes, you have. Yes, you have. And however you communicate with your guides, your higher self, your angels, whatever, your own intuition, continue to check in and you will not be steered wrong. You will not. Final outcome. Final outcome is the Five of Swords. The final outcome is you know when to give up the struggle. You know when to take your sword and walk away. It's that discernment, it's that wisdom, it's that action, it's that intuition. this beautiful guy here, he's holding the Ace of Swords. Truth, right? Truth. Love it, love it. This is what's going to be going on for you is you walk away from things that do not work for you. It's that discernment piece. I want to clarify. Clarified by this gorgeous, gorgeous Knight of Cups. This is new love. Now, for some of you, maybe looking for a love partnership and you meet somebody new, but you're not quite sure. Totally, totally get this. It's like, yep, I'm going to release the pain of past romantic relationships. I'm going to dare to hope again for something different. I'm going to know what I know and behave accordingly. And this person is going to show me something. Beautiful new love offered. Now, if it's not romantic partnership for you, how this is resonating, maybe it's in friendship. It's like, no, a new, beautiful, loving friendship, a supportive friendship on the way. So they're not going to mean girl you or whatever that looks like, right? If it's business, it's like, wow, this person is really showing me something like they're being really on the up and up regarding contracts or negotiation. They're being kind and considerate of my point of view of what I need. Yep, exactly. This is whatever clearing you have done, right? Whatever this energy whatever this energy was for you, um, I see it highlighted in May, but I also see a lot of us working it through the first quarter of the year, right? Spirit's like, nope, this new moon is bringing you gifts, right? It's bringing you walk away from what doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't, meaning I can let go of the past and I can embrace the future, right? Because I've attracted in a whole new timeline, different people, different opportunities, and I am safe to go into action about it. I'm going to follow my intuition. This is the beautiful energy of the Sagittarius full moon coming, depending on where you are in the world, coming the following Wednesday. Yeah, this coming Wednesday. Okay, you guys. Wow. Thank you so much for staying tuned to this. This is a big story, and just congratulations for all the work that you have done to get here. You have earned you have earned this energy as this card keeps talking to me, this beautiful strength. And yeah, so hopefully this resonated. If it did, please consider liking, sharing, leaving comments, subscribing, whatever. And I will be seeing you soon. Take care.